It could be a nightmare, or the thing that dreams are made of is James Tavernier and Connor Goldson are linked with a sensational double swooped manoeuvre to Saudi Arabia to join Steven Gerrard in the summer. Welcome back, guys, to the channel. I mean, this could be fake news, right? But it seems like these two get linked with this move every window now. And it's not even a window. There's no window open, man. The window's closed, right? So, but as I said, you're either a massive fan of Goldson and Tav or you're not. I feel like there's like really no divide. I think Tav's definitely more divided, but with Connor Goldson, I think after the past month or so, I think most people are on the Goldson out train. Tavernier, though, I mean, I guess the good money. He is under contract until 2026, so there's 2 more years in his deal. I've seen someone saying Super Scoreboard, like, why would the Saudis overpay in the Scottish League for James Tavernier and Connor Goldson? Like, surely that's not their market. Like, a lot of their market has been older players, but, it's been like, I was going to say Ibra, but Ibra didn't even go, but, like Ronaldo, Benzema, those sort of players. Like, Jordan Henderson, even though he's nowhere near the calibre of those two players, don't get it twisted. But Gerrard, I'm not saying Gerrard's thinking this, but maybe he is. Maybe he's like, here, Tavernier and Goldson, trusted them. At Rangers, they brought Rangers title 55. Yeah, they've not delivered much since then, but they might be able to deliver something in Saudi Arabia, and I can increase Rangers' transfer funds while I'm at. I mean, you look at like Chelsea and Man City. Look how much they've benefited from the Saudi League. The amount of players that they've sold for buckets of cash. So if Rangers can benefit from it, then absolutely. But again, these two are into their 30s now. They're not I'm not expecting a massive bid here, but it is Saudi Arabia, bear that in mind. I don't think getting about, 15 million all in is unreasonable. I think Tavernier would be the brunt of that. Goldson, I think you would be able to get about 5 million for them, and to be honest, guys, I would cash in. I think we need a complete change. Goldson, hopefully that's him dropped now. Hopefully that's going to be Balogun and Suter in. As for Tav, I mean, in an ideal world, right, I would rather not get rid of Tav and play him on the right of the midfield, but they're never going to do that. I would rather play him a bit further forward and actually sign a right back, believe it or not. But they're not going to do that. And knowing they're not going to do that is why I'm more than happy to let him go. Because if we just continue to play him right back, we're going to miss the goals and assists. Undoubtedly, we're going to miss that. But we're not going to miss the defensive frailties that come down Tav's side. Now, I actually thought he was quite good against Hearts in here. Tav has had his moments of defensive brilliance. So's Connor Goldson. They both have. But they do have about 20 million mistakes in their game. And that is the disappointing thing. Now, Goldson is under contract in Glasgow for another 2 years after he extended his terms last year. So, both of them looking no bad. And also, it would get them both set up for retirement, absolutely. There's been how many players have actually left, Europe to go over to Saudi Arabia. And I know a lot of people say, oh, it's a joke league. I don't think that the Saudi Arabian league, right, is not that bad. Yeah, it doesn't have a history. It's not in the it's not in any European competitions, even though that probably will change soon enough with the amount of money they'll try and throw at it to get a team into the Champions League. But people saying it's a pish league, come on. Like, the league's got Ronaldo and Benzema and about 200 other good players. Like, I know Sakala's breaking records, but Sakala's not a bad player. You got to remember that. The league isn't bad. It's like the history of the league. It's a league built on money. It's not a great league. Like, if this was like the Swiss Super League, right, in the last couple of years, they just got this influx of money. People wouldn't be burying it anywhere near as bad as what they are. But it is what it is, and I'm willing to sell James Tavernier and Goldson if the price is right. If we're getting like a couple of million each for them, no, I would disagree with that. I think it's got to be at least over 10 million all in to sell them. That's just the way it's got to be. Especially with Goldson, I think the future is not with Goldson. I think in the summer we will be signing a centre back or two, and I think we'll be selling Goldson and Davies, and I think if we bring in 2 centre-backs along with Balogun, Suter, and then hopefully we can begin to feed Leon King a wee bit more through, I think that's the future in that position. As for the right-back position, that does leave you a bit more open, but, Dujon Sterling's with us to stay, so again, Dujon Sterling can play the right-back, absolutely. I don't think anybody can have many complaints with that. But I guess, I mean, I would like to see Diamande and Dujon Sterling play it right back, to be fair, but I just don't think that's ever going to happen. I feel like with Dujon Sterling, unless it's right back, I don't see him nailing down a position. I feel like even if he nails down, like even if Dujon Sterling nailed down midfield, I just feel like in the next window he'd be replaced. And to be honest, you kind of seen that because we've seen Diamande get brought in and kind of replace him in that fashion. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. What do you think? Would you happily accept it, or would you just want one of them to go? And who would that be and why? But until next time, peace.